She never expected you to walk away, but when you did, cool, calm, and collected, it sent shockwaves through her. Now she's left questioning everything, replaying those moments and checking her phone, realizing that she might have just lost someone irreplaceable. But why do women always come back when you decide to walk away? In this video, I'll uncover the hidden psychological truth that triggers this powerful response. Stick with me, because this could change the way you approach your relationships forever. And before we get into it, make sure to subscribe and become part of our exclusive community. We've got special content lined up, packed with insider secrets to mastering modern relationships that only our members get to see. Don't miss out on these transformative tips. Section 1. The psychology of walking away. Walking away isn't just about stepping back. It's a powerful, intentional move that speaks volumes without saying a word. Let's break down why it's such a game changer. 1. Walking away signals high value. When you choose to walk away, you're sending a bold message. I don't need you to complete me. It's not about arrogance, it's about self-respect. Far too many men, when things get tough, try to chase or fix the situation by texting endlessly, calling more, and over-explaining. But this approach doesn't elevate you, it lowers your value. When you act desperate, you come across as needy, which can be a major turn-off. Walking away, on the other hand, makes her see your value and realize you're someone who doesn't settle. 2. Walking away creates the scarcity effect. Humans naturally crave what's scarce or what they fear losing. The moment you walk away, you turn yourself into a rare commodity. Your absence makes her start to miss what she once had, and she begins to question her assumptions. Why isn't he chasing me? Did I misjudge him? What if I'm losing someone irreplaceable? Suddenly, you've shifted the dynamic, and she's now the one chasing, not you. 3. Walking away sparks intrigue and mystery. Let's face it, people are magnetically drawn to things they don't fully understand. When you remove yourself, you create a void in her life that she can't help but try to fill. She'll start asking herself questions. What's he up to? Is he happier without me? Has he moved on? Does he even care anymore? That uncertainty starts working in your favor, because her curiosity will inevitably bring her back to you, wondering if she's missed out on something special. 4. Walking away changes the power dynamic. In any relationship, the person who cares the least holds the most power. By walking away, you're asserting control, not over her, but over yourself. You're not acting out of desperation or emotion. You're making a conscious choice to prioritize your peace and well-being. This quiet strength and emotional maturity is incredibly magnetic. It shows you're confident, independent, and above all, self-sufficient. Walking away isn't just a tactic, it's a mindset. It's about recognizing your worth and refusing to settle for less. When you adopt this mindset, you'll be amazed at how quickly the balance of power shifts in your favor. Section 2. Why women always come back. Let's set the record straight. Women don't always come back because they miss you. They come back because they finally realize what they've lost. Understanding this subtle but crucial difference will unlock the psychology behind their behavior. 1. Women come back because of comparison. After you walk away, she'll inevitably meet other men. The hard truth? Most of them won't come close to measuring up. Why? Because you've set the bar high. You've shown her what it's like to be with someone who has self-respect, someone who isn't afraid to step away when needed. Sure, the guys she meets next might be charming or attractive, but they'll lack the emotional depth, confidence, and maturity that you brought to the relationship. As she compares them to you, she starts to realize how much she took you for granted, and regret starts to set in. 2. women come back. Because of unresolved emotions. When you walk away, you leave her in a state of emotional limbo. She doesn't get the closure she anticipated, and this lingering sense of incompleteness keeps her mentally fixated on you. She'll replay every conversation, every argument, trying to figure out what went wrong. But here's the thing, it's not about finding answers, it's about grappling with the emotional gap you left behind. That unresolved feeling makes it hard for her to move on. 3. Women come back. Because of emotional triggers. Emotions are deeply tied to memory. When you walk away, you leave emotional imprints in her life. Every moment of happiness, comfort, or even tension that she shared with you becomes a trigger. It could be something as simple as a song you both enjoyed, or a place that holds memories of your time together. These emotional triggers are powerful. They remind her of the connection you once shared, and they pull her back in, making her yearn for what's been lost. 4. Women come back because of regret. Regret is an incredibly powerful force. It's not just about the relationship she lost, but the opportunity she lost. An opportunity to be with someone exceptional, to experience growth together. When she sees you thriving without her, that regret hits hard. She realizes that while she's stuck in the past, you've already moved forward, and that realization ignites a powerful desire to reconnect, to fix what was broken before it's truly too late. Section 3. The power of silence. Silence is often one of the most underestimated forces in any relationship. It's a quiet yet powerful tool that can speak volumes when used strategically. When you learn how to master the art of silence, you'll see just how much influence it can have. Silence creates a magnetic pull, making her want to break it. Here's why. 1. Silence sparks curiosity. Human beings can't stand uncertainty. When you go silent, you create an emotional void, and her mind goes into overdrive trying to fill it. She'll start asking herself, why isn't he reaching out? Did something happen? Is he seeing someone else? The more questions she asks, the more she becomes fixated on you. In silence, you've already taken control of her thoughts. 2. Silence builds intensity. Tension doesn't have to be negative. It can actually work in your favor. Silence builds emotional tension that lingers in the air, making her yearn to break it. The longer you stay silent, the more she feels the weight of unresolved emotions. By the time she reaches out, it's not just about seeking closure. It's about reigniting the connection she's missing. 3. Silence commands respect. When you stop responding or chasing, you're setting a clear boundary. You're not at her disposal. This sends a message that your time and energy are valuable. People tend to respect those who value themselves, and silence is one of the most powerful ways to demonstrate that self-respect. It forces her to reevaluate how she sees you. 4. Silence restores your power. By choosing not to engage, you're shifting the focus back to you. You're no longer responding to her emotions or actions. Instead, you're creating space for your own growth and priorities. In that silence, your value naturally rises. As she wonders what you're doing, how you're evolving, and why you're not chasing her anymore, your absence makes you more desirable in her eyes. Section 4. The scarcity effect in relationships. Scarcity is one of the most powerful psychological principles, and it plays a crucial role in relationships. The rule is simple. When something becomes scarce, its value increases. So, how does this apply when you walk away? Let me break it down for you. 1. Scarcity amplifies desire. When you're always available, there's no need for her to think about you. You're just there, predictable and constant. But the moment you pull back, you create a sense of scarcity. Now your presence isn't guaranteed, and that uncertainty forces her to crave it more. The absence of something valuable makes her realize how much she took it for granted. 2. Scarcity creates urgency. Humans act faster when they believe they're about to lose something important. When you walk away, you send the unmistakable signal that your time, energy, and affection are not limitless. This forces her to reassess her priorities. She starts realizing what she might be losing and suddenly feels the need to act before it's too late. 3. Scarcity highlights your uniqueness. When you're no longer around, she's left to compare you to everyone else. If you've been the high-value man, confident, self-assured, purposeful, she'll quickly notice how hard it is to find someone like you. The more she interacts with other men, the more obvious it becomes just how rare and special you truly are. Those comparisons will work in your favor every single time. 4. Scarcity shifts the dynamic. You're no longer the one seeking her attention. She's now the one seeking yours. This shift in dynamic is crucial. By stepping back, you put the power back in your hands. Scarcity doesn't mean manipulation. It's simply about recognizing your worth and letting her come to the realization that she's the one who might lose out if she doesn't act. Section 5. Why emotional detachment is key. Emotional detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop letting your emotions control you. This is a vital skill, not just in relationships, but in every area of life. 1. Emotional detachment protects your peace. Relationships can be emotionally exhausting, especially when they're one-sided or toxic. Detaching doesn't mean you don't care. It means you prioritize your mental and emotional well-being over the chaos. It's not selfish. It's a necessary step for your personal growth and inner peace. When you detach, you take control of your energy and protect your mental health too. Detachment makes you more attractive. Confidence and independence are magnetic qualities, and emotional detachment is a powerful reflection of both. When you're not clinging to her for validation or approval, you radiate self-assurance. This sense of stability and emotional maturity is incredibly appealing. People are naturally drawn to those who aren't dependent on others for their happiness. 3. Detachment refocuses your energy on you. Instead of obsessing over her actions or emotions, emotional detachment allows you to redirect that energy into your own goals, passions, and personal growth. This not only makes you more fulfilled, but it also makes you more valuable in her eyes. When you start living for yourself, you become the person she can't stop thinking about. 4th, detachment puts you in control. When you're emotionally detached, you're no longer at the mercy of her moods or behavior. Instead of reacting impulsively, you're making thoughtful, calculated decisions based on what's best for you. This emotional intelligence and self-control are key to maintaining your power in the relationship, and it makes her realize what she stands to lose. Section 6. How time works in your favor. Time is one of the most powerful tools in relationships, and yet it's often underestimated. When you walk away first, time becomes your greatest ally. Here's why. 1. Time sparks reflection. When you step back, you give her the space to reflect on everything, the moments you shared, the ways you made her feel, and the things you brought to her life. As she reflects, she starts to remember the good times more vividly, and that often leads to regret. The absence of your presence allows her to see what she had, and now what she's lost. 2. Time eases negative emotions. If there were arguments or unresolved conflicts, time acts as a natural healer. Distance allows those negative emotions to fade, making room for a clearer perspective. With the passage of time, she's more likely to focus on the positive aspects of your relationship rather than holding on to old grudges or frustrations. 3. Time amplifies your growth. While she's stuck in the past, you're evolving, you're moving forward, working on yourself, achieving your goals, and growing. The more you improve, the more obvious the contrast becomes between who you were when you were together and who you are now. Your personal growth reinforces the sense of loss she feels, making her realize that the version of you she had is no longer available. 4. Time increases your value. The longer you stay away, the more she'll realize just how much she misses you. Time doesn't mean waiting, it means creating the space for her to truly appreciate your worth. The more time that passes, the more she'll begin to see how essential you were in her life and how difficult it is to replace someone like you. Section 7. The long-term impact of regret. Regret is one of the most powerful emotions a person can feel, and it doesn't fade easily. When a woman regrets losing you, it stays with her for a long time, sometimes even forever. Here's why. 1. Regret is tied to lost opportunities. She'll eventually look back and realize that being with you was an opportunity to grow, build, and create something meaningful. And once that opportunity is gone, it's impossible to recreate. Regret is rooted in the awareness that something rare and valuable was lost, and no matter how hard she tries, she can't get it back. 2. Regret intensifies over Tim. As time goes on, she'll encounter new relationships, but none of them will measure up to what she had with you. She'll start comparing them to you, and with every new connection that falls short, her regret will only grow stronger. The memory of what you shared becomes more precious with every passing day. 3. Regret becomes part of her story. You won't just fade into the past as another ex, you'll become a permanent chapter in her life story. The impact you had on her will linger, and no matter how hard she tries to move on, she'll always carry that sense of loss with her. This makes it harder for her to truly let go. 4. Regret fuels her desire to reconnect. The longer she feels regret, the more she'll crave reconnection. But by then, you'll have grown and moved on so much that her desire to reach out won't hold the same weight. The regret isn't just about what she lost, it's about the opportunity she missed, one that's gone forever. What you've gained in the process of growing without her will make it almost impossible for her to catch up. Section 6. Why confidence is irresistible. Confidence isn't just a desirable trait, it's the core reason why women regret losing you and why they often come back. Walking away and ignoring her are acts of profound confidence. But let's break down why this works so effectively. 1. Confidence demonstrates emotional mastery. Many people act out of fear. Fear of being alone, fear of rejection, fear of losing someone. But when you confidently walk away, you show her that you're not driven by fear. You're in control of your emotions and reactions. This rare quality is incredibly magnetic because it signals emotional maturity and self-assurance. 2. Confidence sends a message of self-worth. By walking away, you're telling her, I value myself enough to walk away from anything that doesn't meet my standards. It's not arrogance, it's self-respect. You know your worth and refuse to settle for less. That clarity and strength are incredibly attractive because it creates a sense of security and stability, something most people desperately crave. 3. Confidence is contagious. When you carry yourself with confidence, you make others second-guess their decisions. She'll begin to wonder if letting you go was the right choice. Your calm and composed demeanor will trigger self-doubt in her, making her question everything. That doubt is the spark that often leads to regret. 4. Confidence is unforgettable. Even if she moves on, the way you carried yourself will stick with her. The fact that you were able to walk away without flinching, without chasing or pleading, will leave a lasting emotional imprint. Confidence is unforgettable because it speaks to the strength and conviction you possess, and that's something she'll never fully shake off. Section 7. The role of mystery in attraction. One of the most underrated and often overlooked aspects of walking away and creating space is the mystery it creates. People are naturally drawn to what they can't fully understand, and your absence transforms you into an enigma she can't quite solve. 1. Mystery fuels curiosity. When you pull away, you leave her with a multitude of unanswered questions. What's he up to? Why isn't he reaching out? Has he moved on? These questions will consume her thoughts, making it impossible for her to stop thinking about you. The uncertainty of not knowing what you're doing or feeling keeps her emotionally hooked. 2. Mystery elevates your value. Predictability kills attraction. When someone can anticipate your every move, you become ordinary. But when you're unpredictable, when you don't react the way she expects, you become intriguing. That intrigue is powerful. It makes her want to figure you out, keeping her emotionally invested in the mystery you present. She's constantly trying to unlock the enigma that is you. 3. Mystery intensifies emotional tension. When you're not always present, she starts to idealize you. She fills the gaps with her imagination, creating the best possible version of who you are. This idealized version of you becomes something she craves. The more you remain elusive, the more she builds up this emotional tension, making you more desirable. 4. Mystery sets you apart. Most people wear their intentions on their sleeve, revealing all of their thoughts and emotions. But by maintaining a certain level of mystery, you stand out. You show that you're different, that you're not easily figured out. This mystery creates a magnetic aura around you, and it's precisely what makes her regret letting you go in the first place. Conclusion: embrace your power. Now you see why walking away is such a powerful tool and why it often leads women to come back. It's about focusing on your own growth, valuing yourself, and letting your actions speak louder than words. When you create space, you allow yourself to grow, and you allow her the time to miss you. If this video helped you, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights that'll help level up your mindset. Drop a comment below. What's the one thing you're focusing on to become your best self? I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next one.